Hi, my name is Pack from the Package Hybrid, and today we're going to have a look at the walking lunges during your race. A couple of things that are very important. Let's have a look at lunging in general. When you do walking lunges, there's one thing that is very important. Make sure you're not moving in a straight line. You're not chasing a line with your feet because that makes it very unstable. What I mean by that is, if I would start my lunge and I would put my left foot literally in one line with my back foot and I'm now going down, you can already see that this is fairly unstable. And in your race, you're also having weight on your back. That makes it actually not the easiest to lunge. Therefore, what you want to have is about shoulder width, and then you're keeping that stance. If you don't know what shoulder width is, there's a very simple trick. You jump a couple of times and then you land. You will naturally land in a good position and you should keep that. So basically, both of my feet would now create an imaginary line. This foot stays on the line and this foot stays on the line. Meaning, when I'm stepping forward, my left foot is looking on the left line. I'm stepping here, I'm still shoulder width. My back knee is touching the floor, and then I come up and I can do my next rep. Very important, the reps have to be alternating. You cannot only do one step with one foot forward. As I mentioned, you're gonna have a weight that you need to put onto your shoulders. It might be that in your gym you don't have the same equipment, some only have a sandbag as we are having them here right now, or you have the exact same equipment that you will use during the race. Couple things to mention. The weight will not be directly behind the line. You will need to pick it up, put it on your back, and then start walking. The next thing is you can use the grips, do kind of a clean, and then put it over your head into the back rack position, or what most people are doing, they're actually grabbing the weight and then they are going around the head to put it on the shoulders. The weight is not too heavy. It is either 10, 20 or 30 kilograms depending on your category, and therefore should be fairly easy to get it into the back rack position. Let's have a look how everything looks like in a race scenario. I would now approach the weight. I would get it onto my back, then I would walk behind the line, and from here I would do my lunges all the way from the starting line to the finish line. One last thing for the lunges, if you're very strong in your legs and very comfortable with lunges, especially with additional weight on your shoulders, try and do the lunges without a step in between. It's going to be faster and your result is going to be better. This is how it looks like. You're starting behind the line or wherever you are on the lunges, and then you would go down, touch the floor, no step in between, and you would directly go into the next rep. If you want to have a little bit more of a conservative strategy when it comes to the lunges, you do the step in between. It's not as fast, but it's also not exhausting as the pro technique. Therefore, you lunge down, you come up, and then you're stepping in between. There's no limits how long of a step you're taking. Basically, you could do a massive lunge, but I think you can understand yourself that this is very exhausting. I would only recommend this if you have 2 or 3 more steps to go to make a little bit of a longer step towards the end line. Other than that, from the length of the step, you should always aim for 90 degrees in the front leg, 90 degrees in the back leg, because that's going to be the most efficient version. You're going to have a lot of lunges in your training. Keep in mind what I told you today, and then good luck for your next race.